My name is Jeff Morgan. I am here in Yukon, Oklahoma with Carol Munoz. Carol, it's so good to meet you in person.
It's nice to meet you too. I'm so glad. We've been following you for a long time.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. One of the things you were just talking about here was the issue of grandparents' rights and the grandparents' ability to see a grandchild. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, we had some problems with it several years back, about 9 years ago. We had to fight, but we had to get through our son. He had to get the custody for us to see her. So if he had never gotten custody, we would never see her. So we did a lot of fighting for him to help him. Now the mother did allow us 1 or 2 visits through a few months, as long as we were able to buy something, purchase something, do something to help her, but not on a steady basis. You're just not allowed.
I think what you're saying here is a very important point that a lot of grandparents miss, that when your children go through a divorce, often an entire family can be cut out of the child's
Yes.
life. So that's what you were experiencing until things started to change somewhat.
Yeah. Until he got his joint custody, we did call her. We were bad enough to call her and beg. We did. We begged. There were times she said no, and we just had to let it go. And then the courts told us that unless he got joint custody, we would not see our granddaughter unless she allows it. It's all up to the mother. It's always up to the mother, at least here in the state of Oklahoma. That's how it is, period. When there's a divorce and the dad's not getting to see him for whatever reason, it's up to the mom. And if you don't get the mom to okay it, and she wasn't that mean to us. She just knew she didn't have to let us see her. And she didn't.
Yeah.
So.
And in scenarios like that, not only do you lose, but in your instance, your granddaughter would have lost a lot.
Yeah, she would have, because she was our only grandchild. She was not the only grandchild on her mother's side. I have an only child, and she was an only grandchild at that time. And so, you know, she would never have had a part of us, you know, part of our lives. She never would have been. But it worked out, you know, everything worked out because it worked out for our son. But grandparents in the state of Oklahoma, because I am friends with many of them that are battling this, every time there's either a divorce or an anger problem between even the children and their parents, the grandkids are the ones that are taken away. I can count a half a dozen right now just in the Oklahoma City, Tulsa area that cannot see their grandchildren because the mom got mad at her mom or the dad got mad at her mom, you know, his mom. It's just not fun, you know. So we're fighting for grandparents' rights. We want it to be able to, even if the parent doesn't ever get to see their child again, grandparents should still be a part of that child's life.
Absolutely. When you terminate a parent's rights or you make the parent a visitor, the grandparents often lose in the whole thing.